Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud Learn to Lead. This is Ashu and today we will discuss very important current affairs of 11th and 12th of October 2020. You can see here there are two very best news of the day, but we will discuss very important 6 to 7 news of the day. And today news are very less, but say 6 to 7 news are very important, so watch the video till the end. But before proceeding, I want to discuss one or two things with you. First of all, this is the Affairs Cloud subscription. You can subscribe our Affairs Cloud PDF from the website, that is Affairs Cloud /current affair, or you can directly go to the description box and there is a subscription link. You can directly subscribe from there. But you will get in the subscription, you will get the daily wise PDF. You will get weekly PDF out of that are the four PDFs of the August month, and similarly you will get the four PDFs of the according to the week every month. And a weekly test, this is very important to evaluate yourself, and there is a monthly PDF. There is not only one PDF, there will be 5 PDFs. One is the top 100 current affairs of the month. Second PDF is related to only the banking, finance and economy, and this will help you to clear the IBPS or the banking exam. So it is very important for the banking exam students. You can see here the pocket PDF. This is very important to revise the current affair, and there is a question and answer of PDF. All the very important monthly current affairs in the form of the question and answer, so you can revise easily. So this is basically all provided at a very minimal cost, and this is not a monthly subscription, it is a yearly subscription. So this is very important, you can subscribe on the yearly basis, and these are provided at very minimal cost, and on that minimal cost we are providing 10% extra discount. If you are using ASH10 code in the promo code, then you will get the 10% extra discount on that minimal cost. So this is basically the subscription of Affairs Cloud PDF. Now we are starting our today's session, and here is our first news. The first news is, which state has become the first state? It means it is the India's first state which provided Har Ghar Jal state in the country under Jal Jeevan Mission for providing 100% tap water connection. Now there are two things important in the news, is that first one is the Jal Jeevan Mission. Jal Jeevan Mission, basically the target of Jal Jeevan Mission is 2024 by the center government, and the targets of the state government are different according to the state. So if you see the Jal Jeevan Mission, that center government targeted that in 2024 we will cover all the rural households, and it means 100% tap water connections to the all rural households will be completed by the 2024 at all India level. But the state governments achieved this target before 2021, and this is the first state of India who achieved this target, and this target is achieved by the state of Goa. This target is achieved by the state of Goa. Even this state of Goa covering 2.3 lakh, even not 2.3, it is 2.30 lakh households. The state has achieved the target before 2021 because Goa set the target by the year of 2021. It will provide the 100% tap water, and they achieved the target before the time period, that is the 2021. So Goa is very famous for the two national parks. One is the Bhagwan Mahavir Sanctuary, that is in Goa. Second is the Mollam National Park, MOLLM, Mollam National Park. This question comes in the UPPSC exam. Mollam National Park, that is also in Goa. And second is the Dr. Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary, is also in Goa. So remember these all the things. That is the Mollam National Park. There is a Bhagwan Mahavir National Park. There is a Dr. Salim Ali Wildlife Sanctuary, Bird Wildlife Sanctuary. So this is very important, Goa. So remember this. And who is the Chief Minister of Goa? That is the Pramod Sawant, and capital is Panji. So remember this, mark under very important question. You can see here Goa's Chief Minister, that is the Pramod Sawant, and Har Ghar Jal, and it is the first state of India. Remember, this is the first state of India, and this question will come, and this is very important question. Moving to next question, which state or UT become the first state in the country to have the tree transplantation policy? Remember this keyword, that is the tree transplantation policy for the preservation of trees. Again, mark under very important section because Goa was also the first state, and this is again the first state in the tree transplantation policy, and this state or UT is the Delhi. It means it is a UT, and you have to remember this. This is very important question. What comes under this tree transplantation policy? There will be a minimum of 80% trees. 80% of trees affected by the developmental or the construction project will be transplanted. It means that 80% of trees which are affected by the construction or the development project, it will be transplanted. And these trees it means the transplanted trees should survive, and ensuring this would be responsibility of the agencies that it will take the permission of the Delhi government. So this is very important, and the forest area of the state will enhance by this project. And it is a very unique you can say concept of the Arvind Kejriwal ji. And he also cleared that the payment of the agencies who are transplanting the trees, the payment of the agencies will be made only if 80% of the trees continue to survive after a year. Then the payment will be done. It means the payment will be done after 1 year if the trees continue to survive after 1 year. So this is very important, and the state is Delhi. Remember, this state is Delhi. You can see here Arvind Kejriwal ji, and it is the first state or the UT who started this tree transplantation policy. Remember this. Delhi government already started a program, that is Yuddh Pradushan Ke Viruddh. So remember this, Yuddh Pradushan Ke Viruddh. This is basically a part of this program, that is Yuddh Pradushan Ke Viruddh. Now moving to next question, you can see which state or UT will build world second smoke tower. Again, very important question. 3 questions back to back are very important questions because it is the first or the second, that is the world second smoke tower. Because first or the you can say first smoke tower of the world is in China. What is the function of smoke tower? I will tell you, but now you have to tell me which state or UT will build this world second smoke tower. And again the answer is Delhi, that is the Arvind Kejriwal, and under the program, same program, that is the Yuddh Pradushan Ke Viruddh. Again the program is under this. Now what is the smoke tower? Basically the function of the smoke tower is related to the cleaning air. And this smoke tower will suck the polluted air from above and release clean air from the bottom, while China smoke tower sucks polluted air from bottom and releases clean air from above. So it is basically you can say opposite to the China smoke tower, because China smoke tower sucks polluted air from the bottom and releases clean air from above. But in India, or you can say in Delhi, the maximum pollution lies on the above areas. That's why the smoke tower will suck the polluted air from above and release the clean air from the bottom. So it is it will be built in the Connaught Place. And Delhi government also announced that it will build also the third smoke tower, and it will be in the Arvind Bihar area. But the second smoke tower, that is important, that is in the Connaught Place of the Delhi. So remember, again the answer is Delhi, guys. Now moving to next question. Who inaugurated and addressed RAISE 2020 Responsible Artificial Intelligence for Social Empowerment 2020? So this is not so much important, but I covered this question because I want to cover every news. So this is the not news in transition, but you can remember this news by this word, RAISE 2020. And RAISE stand for Responsible Artificial Intelligence for Social Empowerment. Now you can remember by a very simple name, that is the Artificial Intelligence Summit. You can remember this by the Artificial Intelligence Summit name. And the summit is belong to the artificial intelligence. That's why it is organized by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology and plus Niti Aayog. And it is organized by Niti Aayog and the Ministry of Electronics and Communication. So why this type of you can say artificial intelligence summit took place? The basic aim or the basic idea to initiate the artificial intelligence program, it is just to exchange ideas and create a course to use artificial intelligence for social empowerment, inclusion and transformation in the key areas like healthcare, agriculture, education, smart education. So it is basically to improve the different areas with the technology of the artificial intelligence, because now the you can say artificial intelligence era is going on. So that's why they want to improve everything with the artificial intelligence. And who addressed this? That is the Narendra Modi ji. Narendra Modi ji inaugurated and addressed this Artificial Intelligence Summit 2020, and also known as the RAISE 2020. Remember this name, that is the RAISE 2020. And guys, under the RAISE program, one international company, that is the IBM, that is the International Business Machine Company, will be set up a Artificial Intelligence Center of Excellence in India. It will be integrated with the government e-marketplace, but it will be established by the IBM. So you have to remember one more thing, that IBM will set up one Artificial Intelligence Center of Excellence in India. That is the IBM stands for the International Business Machine. Now moving to our next question, and you can see in the picture that RAISE, Responsible Artificial Intelligence for Social Empowerment. So remember this, guys, this is not a so much important news, but you can remember by the name of the RAISE. Now moving to our next question. This is news from the picture, and it is not in news. Basically it is information that government launched a website to support research and development in the coal sector. So Government of India, or you can say Department of Coal or Ministry of Coal, launched this type of the website so that they can research and develop the possibilities in the coal sector. And who is the generally Union Minister of the Coal? Union Minister of Coal is the Prahlad Joshi ji. Prahlad Joshi. Remember the name. Move to next question. What is or are the name of a new members or members of a MPC? That is the Monetary Policy Committee. That is the most important question, because currently bi-monthly Monetary Policy Committee gave its report. So that's why I covered this question, that what are the, or what is the name of a new members of the Monetary Policy Committee. So first of all, you have to know about the MPC, that Monetary Policy Committee. Monetary Policy Committee is the basic committee to formalize the monetary policy. There is a 6 member. There are 6 members in the Monetary Policy Committee. One is the Governor of the RBI, that is the, you can say, Shaktikant Das. Second is the one Deputy Governor of the RBI, that should be the Deputy Governor of the bank in charge of the monetary policy. And that Deputy Governor is the, you can say, Debrata Patra. Debrata Patra, or you can say Debatra Patra. That is the Debrata Patra, Deputy Governor. And third person should be again from the RBI, that is the Executive Director of the bank in charge of the monetary policy, and that is the currently Mridul Sagar. Mridul Sagar. So remember, 3% from the RBI household and 3% from the government, and these are the 3% from the government recently appointed. So remember this, total 6 members. Out of 6 members, 3% belongs to the RBI and 3% belong to the government side, and these 3% from the government side only appointed for the time period of 4 years. Just remember, appointed for the time period of 4 years. You can see the name of the Dr. Ashima Goyal. He was the, you can say, Ashima Goyal, she was the Prime Minister Narendra Modi Economic Advisory Council. So Ashima Goyal. Next is the Shashank Bide. Shashank Bide is Senior Advisor at the National Council for Applied Economics Research. And next one is the Professor Jayant Verma. Professor Jayant Verma is basically a finance and accounting professor at the IIM Ahmedabad. So all the 3 persons appointed by the government, and the time period of all 3 persons is 4 years. And the MPC committee has the 3 other members. One is the governor of the RBI, that is, you all know, that is the Shaktikant Das. And the second is the one of the deputy governor, who is the in charge of the monetary policy committee, that is the Debrata. And third person is the executive director of the bank, who is the in charge of the monetary policy, that is the Mridul Sagar. So these are the 6% of the MCA. Now government announced that 3 persons, so all the 3 persons are a new appointed person by the government of India. Dr. Ashima Goyal, Dr. Shashank Bide, Professor Jayant Verma. So remember all the 3 names. So everything is unchanged. That is, the repo rate is 4%. Repo rate will be the 4%. Reverse repo rate will be the 3.35%. That will be the reverse repo rate. Next is the MSF, that is the marginal standing facility, that is the 4.25%. And next is the bank rate. Bank rate is again 4.25%, because it is same as the marginal standing facility, so it is the same. So remember the repo and the reverse repo, it can be asked. So it is very important. Otherwise, they also covered so many things, but it is not important for the exam point of view. So move to next question, but mark under most important question. So it is the bi-monthly monetary policy committee, 6 to 7th, 7 to 9th October, that is a 2020-21. So moving to next question, who become assumed the post of the Finland's prime minister for one day? This is the most important question, guys, most important. And why appointed for a one day? Because it is as a part of the United Nations International Day of Girl Child, that is on the 11th of October. International Day of the Girl Child celebrated on 11th October. So that's why a 16-year-old, you can say child, made as a one day Prime Minister of the Finland, and it was done as a part of the Girls Takeover program, or you can say it is just to raise the awareness about gender equality. So the name of the child is the Ava Murto. So you can remember the name is the Ava Murto or the Ava Murto. So pronunciation can be wrong sometimes, but it can be, you can remember the name by the picture, that is the Ava Murto. You can see her picture, Ava Murto. Otherwise, the Prime Minister of the Finland is the Sanna Marin. You can remember the Sanna Marin or Sanna Marin. You can remember the Sanna Marin, and capital is the Helsinki, all you remember, and currency is the euro. So moving to next question, and who authored a book titled as the Khalistan Conspiracy? The former RAW, it means Research and Analysis Wing officer, unveils the path to 1984. That is the most important question because the book is related to the 1984 issue of the Blue Star operation in the Punjab. That is the Khalistan conspiracy. Remember the first name, that is the Khalistan conspiracy, and the book is written by GBS Sidhu. Remember who wrote this book? That is the GBS Sidhu. Mark under most important question. It will be asked. 90% this question can come. That is the Khalistan conspiracy, and it is related to the Blue Star operation of the Punjab. That is related to the one person Pindrawala, and it is the GBS Sidhu. You can see here GBS Sidhu. That is the name of the person I already told you. That is the Pindrawala, and she was the prime minister at that time in 1984. Indira Gandhi ji. The Khalistan conspiracy. Move to next question. Researcher of which state discovered a new species of perennial woody herb in the northern laterite plateaus? In the northern laterite plateaus, it doesn't mean that it is in the northern areas of India. It is the northern laterite plateau of which state? So you have to tell me northern laterite plateau of the which state, because I am talking about the laterite soil. So you have to remember, in the northern area, laterite soil is very much less, alluvial soil is more. So you have to tell me the laterite plateau of the northern area. Perennial woody herb. You can see the wood, that is the perennial woody herb, and that woody herb found in Kerala. So remember, it is the northern laterite plateaus of the Kerala. So you can see in the picture that this is a basically woody herb, and its name is the Lepida gathis. Remember this, Lepida gathis. So maybe my pronunciation will be wrong for this, but it is a new name, so that's why it can be wrong. Lepida, Lepida-gathis, Lepida gathis. And one name attached with this herb, that is the Lepida gathis Anantapura. Anantapura, because it is dedicated to the Anantapura temple that found in the Kerala. So remember this, Lepida gathis. Now, this is the next question. Which state government has tied up with India Post enrolls 1100 farmers in the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme? And all you know about the Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme, that government will transfer the 6,000 rupees per year to the small and marginal farmers, so that they can enhance or they can buy the input needs of the family. So it is the just basic coverage by under the Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme. So what is the role of the India's postal department? So basically the postman will fill the form for the eligible farmers for this scheme as per the department records, because the 11,000 farmers of the state who could not enroll yet under the Prime Minister Kisan Samman Nidhi are being reached at their doorstep through the postman. So this is the basic initiative. And the state is, guys, Goa. Goa is the state. We already covered the Goa in the first news, that Goa become the first state of India who provided tap water to every house. That is 100% household covered under the Jal Jeevan Mission. So it is before the year 2021. And Goa is very famous. I already told you about the national parks, but one important thing, that is the UNESCO heritage site in Goa. That is the churches and convents of Goa. Remember, churches and convents of Goa. This is the UNESCO heritage site. And who is the governor? Governor is the Bhagat Singh Kishori. He is also the governor of the Maharashtra. That is, it means he is the governor of two states, that is Goa and Maharashtra. So you can see here Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, that is to just tie up with the 11,000 farmers of the Goa state. Move to next question, that is the World Migratory Bird Day. World Migratory Bird Day, that is celebrated on 10th of October, and the theme is Birds Connect Our World. So why this day is important? Because this is the day which is celebrated biannually. It is celebrated biannually. It means it is celebrated 2 times in a year. One is in the May, second is in the October of the month. So 10th of October 2020, and it is not always on the 10th of October 2020. Basically, in the May and the October, that is the second Saturday of the May and second Saturday of the October. Now it falls on the 10th of October. That's why it is celebrated on the 10th of October. Just remember, it is the day which is celebrated 2 times in a year. That is the second Saturday of the May and the October. So why this day is celebrated? It is just to create awareness or raising campaign which highlights the need to conserve the migratory birds and their habitats as they face threats. So the day basically aims to spotlights their ecological importance and calls for their global conservation through international cooperation. Theme of the World Migratory Day is the Birds Connect Our World, because they are migrating. That's why these can connect to the world. So the basic theme is the birds connect of our world. And the main organization which is attached with this day, that is the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP. And you know about the UNEP, United Nations Environment Program headquarters is in Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. Remember this, United Nations Environment Program is in the Kenya, Nairobi. And who is the executive director? And that is the Inger, INGER, or the Inger Anderson. Full name is the Inger Anderson. Move to next news, and it is the World Mental Health Day. It is the World Mental Health Day. So remember this day, that is also celebrated on the 10th of October. What is the theme? Mental health for all, greater investment, greater access. So why this day is celebrated? This day is celebrated basically to create awareness about the mental health issues globally and mobilize efforts in the sport for the mental health. So this day is celebrated. That is the World Mental Health Day, 10th of October 2020. Next day is the World Day Against the Death Penalty. So that is the mental and the death. You can relate these two words. That is mental and the death. So you can remember the both the days. That is the 10th of October against the death penalty, because many countries still follows the death penalty, like India. India is also follows the death penalty. So this day is marked against the death penalty. It means it is just to create a awareness that or you can say it is just against the death penalty, which is dedicated to the rights to effective legal representative of the individual facing death penalty. So the world first time this day is celebrated in the 2003. So more than 20 countries executed the death penalty in 2019, and most executions are carried by China, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Egypt. These countries mostly executed the person. So there should be no death penalty, because it is the violation of the human rights, that is right to life. So that's why this day is celebrated. So moving to our last section, that is not to remember news, because it is not to remember and it is just to read, because if the examiner is rude, then the question can be asked, otherwise it is not so much important. First is the International Business Machine, that is IBM. I already covered this news, that joins hand with the Department of Science and Technology to expand the scope of 2DST, that is the Department of Science and Technology, or the Department of Science and Technology Vigyan Jyoti Engage with Science. They will open one center for excellence, and under the center of excellence they are starting two initiatives. One is the Vigyan Jyoti, second is the Engage with Society, or the Vigyan Prasar. Just remember these two words, or just read these two words, because it is not to remember, it is just to read. Second is under the monetary policy, RBI to buy state government bonds, that is the 20,000 crore OMO auction next week. Because why RBI is buying bond? Because they want to increase the cash flow in the market. So under the OMO, that is the open market operation, auction next week. Next, RBI allows, this is important, you can even remember this time. RBI allows 24 into 7 into 365, it means the full year availability of RTGS system from December. So remember, from December RTGS will be open the 24 into 7. Next is the RBI revised limit for the risk weighted ratio, that is the 7.5 crore to 5 crore. So that the banks banks have more money, that is the 2.5 crore extra, so that they can lend without any risk weighted ratio. Next, 544 species to India diversity added by the you can say plant discoveries, animal discoveries, and Geological Survey of India or Botanical Survey of India. So there are 544 species. Not important, this is not important news, just to remember. Just read this news. So guys, this is all for the day. Thank you for watching this video. I think if you like this video, then you have to subscribe our channel. Definitely you have to subscribe our channel, and guys, please provide 300 likes, because this will provide us motivation, and we can make more videos on the different contents. And it is Affairs Cloud promise, you can see here, it will boost your confidence on the general awareness section. And it is my personal promise that if you watch the videos regularly, and if you are reading our current affair PDFs, then your current affair section will go very much you can say strong, and your accuracy will improve in the current affair section. And thank you again for watching this video, and take care.